Alright fellas, listen up. Come on in here, have a seat. My name is Jeremiah Oladeji and we need to have a real talk. A serious talk. I'm looking around and I'm seeing too many of my brothers out here messing up a good thing. They're making some huge mistakes in their marriages and they don't even see it. They're walking around like everything is cool, but their kingdoms, their homes, are crumbling right under their feet. It's like watching a man try to build a house with no foundation. It's not gonna stand. And who pays the price for this? Your queen, that's who. The woman who said I do. The woman who believed in you. She's the one carrying the weight of these mistakes. And don't get me started on the kids. The children see everything. They feel that tension in the house, they see how you treat their mama, and that becomes their blueprint for love, for relationships. You're teaching your sons how to be husbands and your daughters what to expect from one. If you're getting it wrong, you're setting up the next generation for failure. That's a heavy burden, man. A real heavy burden. So we gotta stop this cycle. We have to shine a bright light on these mistakes, not to shame nobody, but to wake everybody up. That's why I'm making this video. My purpose today is to pull the covers off these common blunders. We're gonna talk about the things men do that slowly poison a beautiful union. We're gonna get honest, we're gonna get a little uncomfortable, but my goal is simple. I want you to be a better man, a better husband, a better father, because your family deserves the best version of you, not the version that's just getting by. It's time to step up to the plate and be the king your queen and your children need you to be. Let's get into it. Now let's start with this first one, because it's a big one. I call it the slave wife mentality. See, some of y'all brothers got it twisted. You think because she's your wife, her only purpose on this earth is to serve you. You think her job description is cook, clean, wash clothes, and pop out babies. You come home, kick up your feet, and expect a plate to magically appear in front of you. You treat the mother of your children like she's the hired help. You don't see a partner, you see a domestic servant. You've reduced the queen you courted, the woman you promised to love and cherish, to a set of chores. That ain't right. That ain't what marriage is. Let me break it down for you. Your wife is your partner, your co-pilot. She is not your maid. She is not your personal chef. She is not an incubator whose only value is in carrying your seed. She had dreams, ambitions, and a whole life before she met you. Marriage is supposed to add to her life, not subtract from it. When you treat her like a slave, you kill her spirit. You're telling her without saying a word that her thoughts, her feelings, her dreams don't matter. All that matters is your comfort. Man, that is the quickest way to turn a loving home into a silent prison. You have to see her as your equal, your teammate. Alright, let's talk about number 2. This one right here causes so much drama. It's when you put your extended family over your wife. I'm talking about your mama, your daddy, your sisters, your cousins. Look, I get it. You love your family, that's your blood. But listen to me, and listen good. When you get married, you leave your father and mother and you cleave to your wife. The two of you become one flesh. That means your primary loyalty, your first priority, is to the woman you built a life with. Your wife comes first. Period. Full stop. Too many of you are letting your mama run your household. You're letting your sister disrespect your wife. You're taking your family's side in every single argument, leaving your wife standing all alone. You are creating a battleground in your own home. Your wife is supposed to feel like your home is her sanctuary, but how can she when she feels like an outsider? How can she feel safe with you when you won't even defend her? You are the bridge between your family of origin and the family you created. Your job is to protect your new family. You have to set boundaries with your people and make it clear, crystal clear, that your wife is the queen of your castle. Okay, let's get into this next one. The sperm donor mentality. This is for the fella who thinks his only job in the baby-making department is the, initial deposit. You think, I got her pregnant, my work here is done. You see fatherhood as a biological event, not a lifelong commitment. You're there for the fun part, but when it comes to the hard part, the sleepless nights, the diaper changes, the doctor's appointments, the school plays, you are nowhere to be found. You act like raising children is solely the woman's responsibility. That's not being a father, man, that's just being a donor. A real father, a real man, is present. He's involved. He doesn't see changing a diaper as helping his wife, he sees it as parenting his child. He doesn't babysit his own kids, he raises them. He's there to teach them, to guide them, to discipline them with love, and to show them what a man is supposed to be. When you're absent, you leave a hole in your child's life that no one else can fill. And you put an impossible burden on your wife, forcing her to be both mother and father. That's not a partnership, that's abandonment. You gotta be more than just the guy who started the family. You gotta be the man who builds it. Man, oh man. Number 4, the class teacher attitude. This is the guy who thinks he knows everything. You talk your wife, not her. You lecture her like she's one of your students. She comes to you with an idea and you shoot it down. She gives you some advice and you act like she couldn't possibly know what she's talking about. You correct her in front of people, you dismiss her opinions, you treat her like she's a child who needs your constant instruction. You think you're being a leader, but what you're really being is a dictator, a condescending, arrogant dictator. Here's the thing you're missing. Your wife is not your subordinate. She's your partner. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, my brother. You're supposed to listen twice as much as you talk. Her perspective has value. Her intuition is a gift. She sees things you don't see. When you shut her down, you're not just disrespecting her, you're robbing yourself of a powerful ally. A true partnership is about collaboration. It's about respecting each other's wisdom and making decisions. Stop being the teacher and start being a teammate. This next one hits close to home for a lot of folks. I call it the live and eat attitude. This is the man who treats his home like a hotel and restaurant. You go to work, you come home, you plant yourself on the couch and you yell, "What's for dinner?" You eat the food, watch TV, maybe scroll on your phone, and then you go to bed. That's your entire contribution to the household. The dishes pile up, the laundry overflows, the kids are running wild, and you don't lift a single finger. You act like you're a guest in your own home, and your wife is the staff. You think because you go out and make the money, your work is done the second you walk through the door. But a home doesn't run itself. It takes constant work, constant effort, and when you refuse to participate, you're telling your wife that her time is less valuable than yours. You're telling her that her rest doesn't matter. She works all day too, whether it's at a job or managing the household, which is a full-time job, and then she has to do a second shift while you relax. That's not fair. That's not a partnership. It breeds resentment faster than anything I know. A king helps build and maintain his castle, he doesn't just live in it. Alright, now we have to get real serious. There's no funny way to put this. There's no clever name for it. Number 6 is wife battering, physical abuse. And let me be absolutely unequivocally clear. There is no excuse, no reason, no justification ever for a man to put his hands on a woman in anger. I don't care what she said. I don't care what she did. It is unacceptable. It is cowardly. It is barbaric. A man who hits his wife is not a man at all. He is a coward hiding behind his strength. Your hands are for building, for protecting, for holding, for comforting. They are not weapons to be used against the person you promise to love and protect. If you have ever laid a hand on your wife, you have failed. You have broken the most sacred trust. You have turned her safe place into a place of fear. You are not a husband, you are a monster. There is no coming back from that without serious professional help. If you have this rage inside of you, you need to get help immediately, before you destroy her, before you destroy your children, before you destroy yourself. This is a line that can never, ever be crossed. Now let's move into the bedroom because a lot of mistakes happen there too. Let's talk about the men's sex mentality. This is the belief that sex is all about the man's pleasure. It's your show. You get in, you get yours, and you roll over and go to sleep. You don't ask what she wants, you don't care if she's enjoying it, you don't even notice if she's enjoying it. Her pleasure is an afterthought, if it's a thought at all. You see her body as something for your use, not as a person to connect with intimately. Let me tell you something, fellas. Intimacy is a two-way street, it's a dance. It's about giving as much as you receive. When you ignore your wife's pleasure, you are being selfish. You are communicating that her needs don't matter. Sex becomes a chore for her, an obligation, something to be endured instead of enjoyed. And that kills the intimacy in a marriage. A woman who feels cherished and desired, whose pleasure is a priority to her husband, is a woman who will connect with you on a level you can't even imagine. It's not just about the physical act, it's about making her feel seen, loved, and valued. This last one goes hand in hand with the previous mistake. I call it the cat and mouse sex attitude. This is where there's no romance, no build-up, no foreplay. You just pounce. It's like you're a cat chasing a mouse. You see what you want and you just take it. There's no tenderness, no seduction, no effort to set the mood. You don't talk to her, you don't kiss her with passion, you don't take the time to make her feel desired before you initiate. You treat sex like a switch you can just flip on whenever you're in the mood without any consideration for where she is emotionally or mentally. Brother, a woman's desire doesn't work like that. It's not a light switch, it's a crock pot. It needs to warm up slowly. Romance isn't just for the dating phase, it's for the lifetime of the marriage. It's the little things, the compliments, the stolen kisses in the kitchen, holding her hand, telling her she's beautiful. That's foreplay. Foreplay starts in the morning with a cup of coffee, not 5 minutes before you want to get busy. When you skip all that, you're treating her like an object. You're making the most intimate act between two people feel cheap and one-sided. Take your time. Be a lover, not just a taker. Woo your wife every single day. So there you have it, 8 mistakes that are destroying marriages. Now some of you watching this might feel a little attacked right now. You might be feeling defensive. Good. That means something I said hit home. Don't get mad, get better. We are living in a new world, fellas. The old ways of thinking, the stuff your granddaddy did, it doesn't fly anymore. Your wife is not the same as your grandmother. She has a voice, she has expectations, and she deserves a true partner. You have to wake up to the reality of today and adjust your game plan. You can't keep running the same old plays and expect to win. It's time to step up. It's time to look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I being the best husband I can be? Am I being the best father I can be? If the answer is no, then today is the day you start changing. It starts at home. It starts with how you talk to your wife. It starts with you picking up a dish, changing a diaper, and listening, really listening, to what she has to say. It starts with you choosing to love her, cherish her, and protect her above all else. Be the loving, caring, and present man your family is praying for you to be. Don't let your pride, your ego, or your laziness rob you of the greatest blessing a man can have, a happy home. A loving wife and happy children are worth more than any amount of money or success in the world. So, do the work. Read the books. Have the hard conversations. Go to counseling if you have to. Do whatever it takes to be the king that your queen deserves. My name is Jeremiah Oladeji. Thank you for listening. Now go love your family.